Are email lists dead? Welcome to the We Are Slam Show, a show where we share marketing trends, best practices, and ideas to help your business grow. My name is Tyler Kelly, and I'm here with my co-host, Michael T. Johnson, and today we're talking about email lists. Specifically, are email lists dead?
Yeah, and so I know email was a really big thing before we had Facebook, before we had social, before we had all these social media networks.
And all these laws, right?
And all these laws that govern, and all these laws that will fine you $10,000 if you spam somebody and you're a marketer. All these things happen. But I mean, I remember back in the day when like a viral thing was an email chain. We don't really have those things anymore.
No, but for marketers like us, email has always been king.
Yeah.
Right? Is that list. And that list is important because when we think about types of traffic, it is the pinnacle of traffic because it's traffic that you own. Talk a little bit about the three types of traffic.
Yeah, so there are three types of traffic, and there's traffic you buy, there's traffic you control, and there's traffic that you own. Now, those may sound self-explanatory, but traffic you buy is obviously you're paying for an ad to send somebody somewhere. So this is like Google ads. This is like social ads. You're paying money to send that person to your website or wherever it is you want them to go.
And you don't have control over the price. So it's kind of risky if you just place your whole business in the hands of advertising per se.
Yeah.
So traffic that you control is more like a Facebook group. It's, a list of fans or followers, subscribers on YouTube. It's right now, or, for the most part, it's been free, those followers, those likes, those subscribers, meaning that once you've earned that subscription, that like, then you're able to, or you have traditionally been able to broadcast a message to those people. And we're seeing, especially like on networks like Facebook, that that's not necessarily the case anymore because organic, has just disappeared, and they really control that traffic, right? And they've made it very clear that unless you're going to create content that's super engaging or you're going to pay to play, that, you're not going to be seen. So that traffic that you control is really kind of like that 50-50. It's really good when you're able to control it, but you're not always able to control it.
Yeah, and it usually takes a lot of effort to build like your traffic that you control. Like it's a long play over building an audience over a channel, or Facebook followers or Instagram followers, or like you said, YouTube subscribers. That takes a long time to build those.
And so then that's why email has always been very appealing to marketers and direct marketers and people who are trying to sell things via email, via online, is because once you get that person to subscribe, then at that point, each email that you send out is in effect free, right? So you own that traffic.
Yeah. So if I have a 10,000 person email list, I could email them all tomorrow. It won't cost me anything, but I have access to that whenever I want. I don't have like Facebook controlling it or somebody else. It's my traffic. It's my list.
And so that's why email has always been appealing.
Yeah.
But what we're seeing now is limitations to email. All the legal, obviously, all the ways that you can get in trouble and fined if you do things the wrong way, which you shouldn't be doing. But then also just like the way that people consume email now. Like if most people are in, a Gmail box of sorts, and so you have that promotions tab.
Yeah.
And if you're sending out emails that are promotions, most likely Google is going to put it in the promotions tab.
Yeah.
And so, what happens to those emails?
Well, people never see them. So here's what I do is I wait till that promotions tab gets a couple hundred emails in it, and I just dump it.
Wow.
I don't even look at it.
I usually wait till about 15 or 20, but...
Yeah, you're a zero inbox guy.
But I'm always, literally, I do like a quick scan of that promotions folder or tab. Literally, like I'll look at those 20 emails, and if it's not something I'm super interested in right now, I just select all and delete.
Yeah.
Right? I don't even open those emails.
Yeah.
And so Google has made my life easier as a user by segmenting out the emails that are important to me, important to business, and just promotional.
Yeah. And while it's easier for you, if you're a marketer that uses email list, it's gotten a lot harder for you over the past couple of years.
So you've probably seen your open rates decline, your click-through rates decline, and that's because your emails are being seen by fewer and fewer people, even though like these people have subscribed to your list and they most likely want to see what you're sending them. A lot of times they just don't see it.
Yeah. Now it does still work if you've got a super engaged audience. But I think that's rare in email anymore.
Mm-hmm. The good news is there's a better option.
Yeah.
And this is not traffic that you control. So email is traffic that you own, let's say. And then we talked about traffic that you control, which is like the Facebook groups, the subscriber lists. This isn't the better option. And the reason why it's not the better option is because you don't really have control over the groups that you control. Meaning if Facebook decides that they're not going to show anything to your organic followers ever again, then you've completely lost all the work that you put into those likes and those follows. So the point is, likes and follows don't mean anything at this point.
Yeah, you're always one algorithm change away from nothing working anymore.
So the better option is traffic that you buy. And the best option right now is marketing audiences on Facebook and Google. And the reason why is because these audiences are really cheap.
Yeah, I mean, we're at a time right now where buying traffic, audiences, and targeting is pretty competitive in pricing. Like, it's kind of unbelievable compared to like, traditional media a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm. And so here's an example of this. Like, just a few years ago, you post something on Facebook and you wanted to reach the people that liked your page. Well, now you can create an ad and you can target it to the types of people that you want to do business with or who you think might be engaged with your offer. And for those people, like for us, we create a lot of video. And so the people that watch the video, we have this list, this audience is what Facebook calls it, this audience that we're targeting, that we're advertising to. And then what we do with this big list of people is we look and see who's engaging with the content that we're putting out there. And then those people go into a different list, a list that we can retarget. And so that's a very effective way of creating an audience that we can get in front of day in and day out with our offers and with our products and services in a way that says, hey, here we are, here's something that's relevant to you. It's relevant because they're consuming the content. And then all of a sudden they're going to convert. And this is by far the best way to do direct marketing, direct sales. The best way to sell a product online right now is by creating audiences that you advertise to.
Yeah. And it's much more efficient than that traffic you control idea where you're like building over the long term an organic audience. This is much quicker. And I think one of the interesting things too is like we're talking about how people don't open emails and they may not see your email, but there's even options to take your email list and target them on social networks as well. Mm-hmm. I think in Google, Twitter, Facebook, almost every major network has that option. So
if you spend a lot of time building a list, not all hope is lost. You can put that list into Facebook, into Google. They'll do their magic and find those people online so that you can start showing them content that matters to them. And if they're subscribed and they were at one point engaged, they'll probably be happy to see your face pop up or your brand pop up because they obviously haven't been seeing your emails.
Yeah, and they'll probably engage with that content pretty well when you pay for the targeting.
Yeah. So are email lists dead? Not necessarily, but they're not the best option for marketers in 2019. If you have questions about this, hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking. We will respond to your questions and your comments. And thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, review if you're listening on a podcast, and subscribe to our email newsletter at slamagency.com where we share these types of tips and best practices on a regular basis. So thank you for watching. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you just watched, subscribe, then hit that bell. You'll be the first to be notified when new content goes live. After that, you can watch more videos from Slam Agency. We've picked something we think you'll love.